Okay.
A lot of times they have special wingtips on the end too that allow them to have a lower stall speed. So they're able to go down and he's probably slowing down to 30, 25, 30 when he hits
wow, good grief.
Our stall speed's about 35, so I'd say he's probably at least 5 knots lower. Interesting.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
I'll go net ground, tell them you're home short of the helicopter, see what they'll do about it.
Alright. Go net ground, 4 Mike Kilo, holding short. There's a helicopter right in front of us on the taxiway. And he's moving.
Mike Kilo, that helicopter's over by the hangars.
Yes, now.
Come on now. He wasn't. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Our wingtip would have been pretty close to his tail.
Yeah. This guy doesn't have a lot of patience. He was the one that told me when I was holding short, I said, we're ready to taxi across, and he said, hold short, there's landing traffic. Okay, just that's all you have to say, man. I don't mean to make you mad. Man. Something's rattling.
Yeah, sometimes you hear a little rattling when you're on this rough taxiway.
Yeah. Alright, what we're gonna do here. Clear right. This guy, what's he gonna do? I'll watch him as I'm going. You're right, it is busy, isn't it? Alright, somebody's getting ready to...
Might as well just wait a second.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Where'd you get that head at? I mean, obviously Summit Racing. Did you get it down in McDonough?
No, what I did is I went to a car show.
Oh, okay.
And it was at the car show.
Right now.
4 Mike Kilo, taxi across 25 Delta, turn left Whiskey Tower when ready.
Turn left Whiskey, 4 Mike Kilo.
Yeah, my parents I used to live down in McDonough. They had a Summit Racing. They had their big warehouse store down there.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there, man. I've spent more money at Summit Racing than the law would allow.
I bet. That's a pretty nice car you had. I didn't realize you had that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my father's. He and I built a Vega. He built a 57, so you can kind of see who had the resources. I've done a little bit to it. I've changed the interior and the engine and stuff, but the body work, he's had all the panels and stuff done. So
we have a 57, and my dad has a 57. Belonged to his grandfather. So I'll end up getting it.
Yeah.
And it's in I think it's got the original motor, and the body. It's been painted, new tires, interior's been done, but it's definitely not like show quality.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
It's just
a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all right, man. I mean, my dad put a lot of work in that, but I want to drive it, and you'll get nicks and and paint chips on it, but at the end of the day, it's something that you want to be able to enjoy and not keep in your garage.
Looks like a guy I used to know said that I guess his family home got wiped out in a Hurricane Andrew or something down in Florida, and he said, for years, I guess his mother had a set of dishes that they wouldn't use because I guess they were an heirloom or whatever, and of course they got destroyed. I think after that the philosophy was, use it.
Use it, that's right. Yeah, see, it's pulling bad. See, if I let it off, see how much it pulls?
Well, part of that's precession though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell how much of it's actually braking.
I hate to stay on the brake. And the rudder doesn't do anything to it.
Me.
All right, you got it?
Yep,
your controls. See?
Yeah, I think most of that's precession though.
Really?
Yeah, these planes do that pretty good. I mean, it's probably catching a little bit or rubbing a little bit, but I don't think it's like...
Yeah.
I can ride it up, get Ron to look at it, rotate the tire, see what he thinks.
Yeah. You just were showing off right then, weren't you? Just pulling this thing, whipping this thing in like that.
No, I'm just used to doing it.
I know, right. Okay, feet on the brake, canopy's closed. Make sure yours is closed, your seatbelt's on. Flight controls are still free and clear. Elevated trim, I do have it set. Shut off is in. Fuel quantity, we're full. We just got filled up. Fuel pressure is above the red. Fuel prime is off. Fuel pump is on. We're gonna go to 1700. We're gonna do the mixture check. We're gonna check the magnetos, oil pressure, and all the other gauges, alternator load, and the vacuum gauge. All right, so we're gonna go to 1700. 1700, right, a little bit of a drop, left, a little bit of a drop, alternate air, no drop, gotta check that, no drop, vacuum is not there, but if I go up just a little bit, it goes into it, green, 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 all right, going back to idle. Alright, let me see what else. Throttle, circuit breakers are pushed in. Flight instruments, let me make sure that we're still good. We're still good there. I'm not going to worry about that. Airspeed's on 0. Level with no, I can't remember exactly what you said about this, but it's level, blue side up.
Level within 5 degrees.
Level within 5 degrees, no more than 75 feet. We're almost exactly on it, and we're at 0.
See a red flag there?
No, it's not there now. It was there when we started over there.
Yeah.
When we started, it was. And we are good. All right, so now before takeoff, I'm gonna go ahead and go to altitude. We're on altitude. I'm going to go to my first knots of flaps for takeoff. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and turn my landing lights on. I mean, it doesn't matter, but not right now.
Well, actually, you really should turn your landing lights on for takeoffs and descents just to make you more visible.
Okay. All right. All right. So everything goes right. We should do 3 patterns, full stops. Hopefully I've got my rudder control down. And then we're going to see if we can solo. If not, then I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to come back and reassess. All right. I'm going to go to tower. All right. Here we go. We're clear on the right, clear on the left. Where's that grade at?
A couple of things I'll tell students is when I hop out of the plane is going to be 200 pounds lighter. So it will want to float a little bit more, okay?
Right, okay.
The other thing is, I don't care if you have to do it 10 times. If it doesn't look right, go around, okay?
Okay.
The worst thing you can do is come in low, all right?
Yeah.
Don't come in low. We got a lot of runway, okay?
Yeah, that'll cause you to bounce, right, if you come in low, flat.
Yeah. I mean, don't be halfway down the runway landing, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
That tower, 204 Mike Kilo, holding short at 25, ready to take off.
7204 Mike Kilo, Gwinnett Tower on the left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 for Mike Kilo. Okay, pumps on, flaps are down. Nobody on final, no one's on the runway. Let's go ahead and line it up. Alright. Get a little bit of right rudder in there. Full power. Airspeed's alive. There's 40. 45.
Hold up 58 Charlie, taxiway Yankee, clear to land.
Clear to land on Yankee, 1958 Charlie.
15. Flaps. Pitching for 80.
Charlie, like transition to north ramp.
Helicopter 58 Charlie, proceed to the ramp.
Proceed to the ramp, 195 Charlie.
Down to 4 Mike Kilo, runway 25, clear, touch and go.
Touch and go, Mike, 4 Mike Kilo.
Tower 204 Mike Kilo, we'd like to make these full stop taxi backs.
4 Mike Kilo, runway 25, clear to land.
Clear to land, 4 Mike Kilo.
Yeah, try to remember to call midfield, okay?
Okay.
Because we weren't ever cleared to land.
Okay.
Cessna 93550, about 7 miles to the northeast, inbound with Charlie.
Cessna 93550, go down tower, ident runway 25 in use.
Ident 25 in use, 13 Republic.
Number 93550, ident observed 6 miles northeast of the airport. Report a 2-mile final runway 25.
2-mile final, 25550.
4 Mike Kilo, turn left on Echo, runway 25, taxi P Whiskey, remain this frequency.
Turn left on Echo, 4 Mike Kilo.
Yeah, good afternoon. Skyhawk 12872, ready for departure northbound 25.
Nova 12872, Gwinnett Tower. Turn right on course runway 25, clear for takeoff. There's a banner to 3 miles north of the airport, about 4 miles north of the airport at 2000. Keep an eye out for him.
Did she clear us to turn left?
Takeoff 25 and we'll keep an eye out for the banner guy.
Gwinnett Tower, 4 Mike Kilo.
4 Mike Kilo Tower.
Looking for clearance to turn left on Whiskey.
4 Mike Kilo, runway 25, taxi via Whiskey, remain this frequency.
4 Mike Kilo with you.
I just didn't know, I wasn't sure if I heard her say it, so
Yeah.
just make sure you heard her say it.
Yeah.
Technically, you got to stop here unless they clear you, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so you did real good coming in on the crab, okay? Only thing that really kind of screwed you up, you shoved that rudder in it right at the last minute. It kind of, as soon as you start coming in over the runway, go ahead and just straighten yourself out.
Okay.
And don't, when you get a little better at it, you can get a little closer and kind of do
but
it.
don't wait till the last second like that, okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
November 550, runway 25 for the wind.
Clear lane 25550.
Don't need to worry about going through the run-up anymore, right?
Most people tell me, I don't know if I should get my feelings hurt about this or not. They say they actually fly better when I'm not in the plane. So that makes you feel any better.
That's our 550 will be doing pattern with full stop taxi back.
Just 550, roger.
What is that? Civil Air Patrol?
They got that that dome hangar over there.
Oh, okay.
Still on. Looks like old World War II or something.
Ready for departure.
204 Mike Kilo, short runway 25 for landing traffic.
Holding short on 25, Mike, 4 Mike Kilo.
This controller is pretty, she's usually pretty nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her get upset, but most of the time she's pretty chill. Man knows no right than the ire of a woman.
Yeah.
Don't make her mad.
I plan not to.
On the Cessna, he's not doing it quite right, but he should wing dipping a little bit more into the wind.
Oh, float a little bit.
Not a bad landing.
Yeah, nice.
Runway 25 taxi B, Whiskey Minus frequency, break diamond 204 Mike Kilo, left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on 25, 4 Mike Kilo.
25 via Echo Whiskey with you 500.
Alright, clear on final. Guys off the runway.
takeoff, if you will pull that stick a little bit to the right, that'll help you, okay?
Pull through,
That's
okay.
how we kind of got drifted off to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Remember on landing, you're supposed to put your stick back into the wind too, okay?
Yeah.
550, enter left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff. You're pulling with Diamond in the upwind.
Left traffic, clear for takeoff, 25550.
left on Echo, left on Whiskey, 4 Mike Kilo. God almighty. I didn't have enough speed that time, did I?
You're not using your rudder.
550 on the left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 550.
Your rudders, you need to be a little bit more on them, okay? Because you're getting unstable. What you're doing is you're coming in and then you're kind of doing these wing dips right over the ground. By the time you get down to the ground, it's pretty much just using your rudders to keep yourself on that center line. I'd have pulled up a little bit fast too and just hit. I was just kind of dropped in a little bit.
Tower, Archer 537 Alpha.
Archer 537 Alpha, Gwinnett Tower.
537 Alpha is approximately 7 miles out of the northeast at 3,000. Flight to come inbound for a full stop landing, and we have information. Charlie.
Archer 537 Alpha, report a 2-mile final for runway 25.
Report a 2-mile final for runway 25, and that's 537 Alpha.
537 Alpha, Roger. Cessna, question time and 4 Mike Kilo, follow the Cessna, departing runway, left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 4 Mike Kilo. You're already out there, yeah. Okay, open final. Mike Echo. Kilo.
Today.
Yeah.
11 knots. Go ahead and get off on the left up there.
All right.
Show you.
Kilo, turn left on Echo, runway 25, taxi 3, whiskey, remain this frequency.
4 Mike Kilo, turn left on Echo with you.
This will be a great day to work, learn on some crosswind corrections though. A couple of things I've been watching you do that'll help you out.
All right. That time I was super high.
Difference landing a plane on a calm day and a day when you get some wind.
Yeah.
One thing that you're doing is watching you. You're trying to do too much of it on your ailerons, and that's why you're getting in there very unstable.
Okay.
And the other thing, you're crabbing, but you're not using your feet to crab. You're using your ailerons to crab.
Really? Okay.
I'll show you. You'll see the difference.
Okay.
When we come in on the next one, I'll show you.
All right.
Most of the time, the problem with people with rudders is they're afraid to be. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but just people kind of patty cake these rudders a little bit.
Kilo, left traffic, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 4 Mike Kilo.
And Gwinnett Tower 204 Mike Kilo. We'd like to change these to touch and goes.
4 Mike Kilo, roger, thanks.
Up here either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're being a little suicidal today.
Yeah.
I noticed a couple of them get fairly close.
Nobody's on final.
They seem to know how to get out of the way though.
Well, that's good.
Of course, there's always one thing I want you to do, because we got some wind.
Continue for runway 25.
Alright, full power, full
Comanche Port Harbor, runway 25.
Now, as our speed increases, we can start taking out a little bit of aileron. This is going to keep us a little bit more stable, okay? The other thing is you need to pull back about half an inch or so. That's going to get that pressure off the front wheel. There's our... Alright, so as we do it, get your nose into the wind. You've been doing happens if you leave it straight and we get a good stiff wind, the thing will start dancing across the runway.
Okay.
It's not as bad on these low wings as it is on those high wings, but it's still something you need to do.
Charlie.
bit faster because of the wind. 65 is okay, it's appropriate. Alright, now we're over the runway, start using those controls out, okay? Nose coming down, dance between the two, dance between the two. Feel it?
Yeah.
Feel it? I'm not letting it go. Now it's just a little bit of holding your nose up. Alright, see how much more stable that was?
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. And don't forget to leave your controls, cross controls in, okay? Tower Lance 2236 Mike, number 2 ready to take over. Pull back a little bit too though, keep that nose from wanting to wobble so much.
2236 Mike, go ahead, tower, short range, without break, Cessna 96 West, turn right on course, runway 25, clear for takeoff. left base, runway 25, go to land.
Cat 939 number 2, looking for the plane on left base.
Put that right rudder in. Now, because we're using our rudder a little bit, add a little bit of power for me, okay? That's going to hold us because it's going to have a tendency to want to drop some.
Cat 939, the traffic is close to the numbers.
Cat 939.
That rudder, keep that rudder in, okay? All right. Change it up this time. I've got a little practice thing that's going to help you to be a little better on these rudders.
Okay.
Just do your pattern as normal.
All right.
Hey, you're starting to get almost a crosswind now.
Yeah.
Tower 204 Mike Kilo. Can we get the option?
Cat 939 to the left, enable taxi to the jet center, Montana plane.
Cat 939.
Cat 9 Mike Kilo, runway 25, clear for the option.
Clear for the option for Mike Kilo. Sorry about that. Nose isn't coming off that 2.5.
So you still have power in. Oh, yeah. Gave you more power.
Yep, because they're not landing.
Oh, okay.
Using my rudders. Maintain the center line. I dance in between the two. It's a little bit of aileron, a little bit of rudder. Don't be shy on that rudder. He's your friend.
The more aileron you give it, the less rudder. Because I'm coming in. Feels like I'm coming in sideways.
Well, we initially did come in sideways, and I just kind of straightened it out there at the end. But feel how I'm using my feet?
I do.
I'm using a little bit of rudder, aileron too, but I'm using a lot of feet.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is, this is good rudder control. You like me to pull up now?
Yeah.
Zero Papa John Roger. Altitude 299, seeking position of the airport.
299, position over the airport. I've got control still.
Okay.
Technically, you only have to clear it about 30 feet at the end. Just thought I'd let you know that. You just got spoiled with having big runways. Your controls.
My controls.
I want you to do what I did.
All right.
That's going to help you learn to use your rudders better. On windy days, you may have to come in with a little bit of power.
Yeah.
Think about it. You ever play football?
Yeah.
The bigger guy, the more momentum you had, the more power you had, right?
Right.
But we got wind pushing against us, and we're gonna be more stable if we come in a little bit faster. All right, so they call it gust factor, but for this plane, basically you want to come in about 65.
Okay.
getting that dip. Keep that wing down a little bit, okay?
All right.
Just a little bit. Pull the power back a little bit for me. I'll have to add some power back as we come to the runway. You're not ground effect yet. Gotta get lower. Use your feet. The whole lot is to use your feet. I'm taking the aileron's way. I got the stick. Use your feet. Alright. Stay on that. Use your feet. On there. Alright, you got your stick back. Use your stick. Add a little bit of power for me. Your feet. Use your feet. You're trying to use the ailerons. Use your feet. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you when to pull up. Alright, go ahead and pull up. Coming up for me. Go ahead and put a little set of flaps up for me. Alright, we're going to do that again, okay? Alright. that. Looks pretty good. Keep that wing dip just a little bit. That'll keep that from wanting to do that number, okay?
Okay.
Straighten yourself out a little bit here. I'd say we're going to make the runway, so you can probably start pulling that power back a little bit. Once you get the ground effect, start adding a little power back. Use your feet. Not using your feet, you're trying to do it with your ailerons, man. Here, let me get you set up. Try to add a little power for me. I don't care if you keep your nose a little bit into the wind if you want, but you got to use your feet, okay? Okay. Use your feet in coordination with your ailerons, okay? Okay. Alright, pull power forward. We'll call your wife. You guys need to go out and start doing some dance lessons.
We are. You know, as a matter of fact, we are. Salsa, but I don't know if salsa helps.
Yeah, you might get a little crazy on me out here.
Alright. You know what I need to do? I need to...
605 Hotel, Gwinnett Tower, ident.
You know what I'm doing?
I'm at 605 Hotel,
I feel like I'm pushing as hard as I can.
And you inbound for the left now, when runway 25.
But I'm not
number 2, diving traffic on short final, about to cross the numbers, full stop and clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2, slam brakes, just lead off. Alright, used your rudders on that last one. That was a much better landing.
I do it at the last. I just like being up here with you, Mike.
Some people are hard-headed.
Dang it! Dang it, Jim. I'm an engineer, not a pilot.
I switched to ground since they didn't contact us.
They didn't contact us.
Nope.
I'm sorry, my bad, my bad.
Information.
Put it on there. Go ahead and contact them.
Gwinnett Ground 204 Mike Kilo requesting taxi back to Advanced Aviation.
7204 Mike Kilo, Gwinnett Ground, taxi via Echo and Tango to your ramp.
Echo and Tango to ramp 4 Mike Kilo. No. Flaps up, fuel pumps on.
What makes you feel any better, even if your landings had been beautiful? I probably wouldn't have let it happen after I heard those winds were up around 11. This gets too iffy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just wish I'd have done better.
Well, you messed up on your first one, and by the second one, you'd already gotten frustrated.
I was already
so your mind really wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
So at that point, I wanted you to get some crosswind practice in.
Yeah. That last one, yeah, I felt myself moving it, and you know what I think that my issue is you're right, I stay static on the right.
Gwinnett Ground 5298 Victor.
And
5298 Victor, Gwinnett Ground.
Yeah, I'm at Gwinnett Arrow. I'd like to depart to the northeast, 172.
Because once I'm like this, if I get like this and I'm to the right of the center line,
November 5 to 908
I want to move
Victor,
the
runway
elevator.
25 taxi via Delta Whiskey and hold short of 25 at Delta.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hardly hear you. What'd you say?
So if I'm doing right rudder, and I'm to the right of the center line, then I almost felt like the only thing I could do was go left aileron. instead of doing left rudder, you know, just to get back over there and then right rudder again and keep this over just a little bit to compensate for the wind.
You could have, you can use your rudder and move a little bit to the left.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was just staying in the right, and then I'd turn over a little bit with my aileron, and that's the wrong thing to do because, like you said, you expose your wing and it pushes you over further. Dag nabbit.
Like a car. I mean, you're on a straight road, but you're not constantly holding it because it's going to drift.
Yeah.
So you're constantly making small adjustments. And that last landing was much better because even though you were a little bit unstable, eventually once we got into ground effect and you were using your feet, you landed a lot better. I think people are afraid they're going to shove in the wrong rudder hard, too hard to the left, too hard to the right. You know, just move those feet back and forth. You'll start getting the feel of it if you'll just keep moving those feet.
Yeah, I believe that. I think that I'm so afraid of that precession. If I let off my right rudder and hit the left, it's almost like a taboo to hit the left rudder to me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's really like a dance, man.
Yeah.
And with a dance, you're not just holding one foot.
Right. Well.
You'll get better at it, man. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's not a...
I'm not going to rush it, man.
It's not a first time... Wins are a different game.
Yeah. I want to be safe. I want to go home to my family, and I want to do this right. So if it takes me, you know, more money to do it, I mean, not that I'm thinking about money.
Well, that's a factor. I mean, I understand that.
It is, yeah.
Trust me, I've put a lot of money into this.
Yeah, no, I said that tongue in cheek, but yeah, you're right. But I need to be safe, and I want to do it right. All right, stop this thing. Okay, we're gonna go. Everything's off.